Hey y'all, it's Lindsay with the Fiber Seed, and it is WIP Wednesday where I share what I've been working on, which are a couple things. There's been a lot of dyeing yarn. It's been nice and toasty in the dye studio, but it's colder than it is outside. Colder is not the right term. It's not as hot as it is outside. Anyway, it felt like Florida. It honestly felt like dyeing in my old studio down in Florida, which was outside without the AC. Anyway, what have I been working on this week? Well, swatches and winding some yarn up for a project. So let's talk about what's happening this week. Tonal Tuesday. We're doing Kumquat here. It's an orange. If you've never seen a Kumquat, it's really tiny. And when I was growing up, the neighbor behind me, she had a bunch of different types of citrus trees and not too keen on the grapefruit. But she had tangerines and kumquats. And kumquats, you can basically eat the whole thing, like peel and all. And it's a very interesting flavor. So if you ever have a chance, try one. But anyway, they were this color. So I had it on sock, DK, and worsted, and the minis, full length and minis. So it's Tonal Tuesday through Thursday. You get 10% off ordering the yarn. I just hit the mic. If you didn't know I had the mic on, but I do. Anyway, so what else? Tomorrow, I'm giving you a sneak. Tomorrow we're doing a Throwback Thursday, and this one, for all of you, I hit the mic again. Sorry guys. Anyway, for all of you who have asked me at shows, do you have a swatch for this? And I'm like, no, I do now. Because the thing is, I made a sock back in the day, like when I, not that every hank doesn't count now, but like every hank counted. If I was making a sample out of it, then I didn't need to make a swatch. Well, I never finished the sample because it was a sock. That's still a WIP. But anyway, so now I have swatches. So Interstellar is Throwback Thursday for tomorrow. I have it on sock, DK, and worsted. Sock, DK, and worsted. Okay, it's Brambleberry, Deep Cerulean, and Midsummer Night. So it's pretty colors all mixed together. Looks like this in a cake. Isn't it pretty? And this is what it looks like in swatches. Are you ready? Let's see if I picked them up wrong. I did. Anyway, swatches. So here is the DK weight, knitted up, crocheted up. So I've got singles, half doubles, and doubles down at the bottom. So it doesn't change too much. And then Tunisian crochet. I made the swatches bigger. Hopefully I remember how many stitches I put on there, but I'll figure it out if I didn't. I know it's not a 4-inch square. It's okay. It's okay. You can see what it does. But I love it. I love how the colors worked out on that. I'm really loving Tunisian crochet. So that's how that turned out. Okay. And then Friday, we're having our July colorway come out. So it's called Saltwater Flats. And I grew up basically around Saltwater Flats. And so this is what it looks like in sock. It's got that little bit of natural, a little bit of sea foamy green, little flecks of blues and greens and teals. And that's on DK, and this is on worsted. And this is what it looks like in a cake. Oh, that's not pretty. In a cake. And this is what it looks like in swatches. So here is your knitted swatch. So this would make a really pretty t-shirt, I'm just saying. Or anything where you need kind of like a background color, but has some kind of interest going on when you get closer to it. I love that kind of thing where it looks so, I'm not gonna say simple in a basic kind of way, but simple until you're getting up close, and then you it's like little surprises. Here's the crochet. So where you'll see like little tiny flecks, but you have to like get close to appreciate what you're looking at. And I love that. It's like a little secret for yourself though, because you can see it. So single, half double, and double. And if it is coming across bluey, it's not like the healer. But anyway, it is definitely a sea foamy aqua, not a blue. And here's the Tunisian crochet. You can see those little bits of blue in there too. Anyway, so that is the Friday release. And now I did all those swatches. But the other thing I worked on, I'm making another baby blanket for, well, it's baby number 4, but my new to be nephew. And look at me, I'm getting a jump on this because he's due in December. And I'm gonna knit this blanket for the end of July. What am I using? Well, my sister was here, so she actually went down to the yarn room, and I don't have a full hank of it, but she picked out Reese's rainbow soup. So I wound up all the balls, and I'm going to knit a blanket out of it. I don't know if I'm just going to do plain knit. I haven't done that in a really long time for baby blanket. Normally I'll put some type of patterning in it when I'm knitting it. I threw the idea out there in my mind for a second to weave it, but I want to make it uniform because all 3 of the other blankets that this is going to live at the same house with have a variation on a theme. So I'm going to probably stick within that realm, which means I'm going, because since I made those up, I'm gonna have to ask my sister to take a picture of it so I can sit there and count my stitches and reformulate how I'm doing this, which I love doing that. So it'll be fun. But yeah, that's what I'm working on. That's Boston Tea Party, by the way. That was the Throwback Thursday last week. This summer has been going really fast and things are blending together. So I think it was last week. If not, it's on the website now. If you like it, it is there. But I'm doing that in worsted. And I know I'm not going to use the full 4 hanks, but I know I'm going to leave myself enough to make a hat to go with, a beloved bonnet, because it's really fun to have a blanket and then the bonnet, and you can get a cute picture, and then you have a bonnet and a blanket. So that is what I did this week. There might not be a WIP Wednesday next week because we are going to be going on a much needed break, a family trip. So I might have an impromptu WIP Wednesday because I'm taking projects. You know, I'm going to take more projects than are necessary or could physically be done in the amount of time I'm going to be gone, but I'm taking them nonetheless. And maybe I'll finish some of my projects so I can start new ones when I get it back, right? I mean, or I can visit a yarn shop while I'm there. That would be fun. Anyway, I'm getting myself into shenanigans before I even get there. Until next time, though, happy crafting.